Hello there, how's it going? This is my 24th recording of the book Atomic Habits, and in this one, we will continue chapter 12 from where we left off last time. And we finished the first section, how to achieve more with less friction. It was idea to remove the things that take away our energy so we can focus more on the things that matter. And now we are talking about prime the environment for future use, which is a specific strategy for reducing friction. Whenever you organize a space for its intended purpose, you are priming it to make the next action easy. There are many ways to prime your environment so it's ready for immediate use. If you want to cook a healthy breakfast, place the skillet on the stove, set the cooking spray on the counter, and lay out any plates and utensils you need the night before. When you make up, making breakfast will be easy. Want to exercise? Set out your workout clothes, shoes, gym bag, and water bottle ahead of time. Want to improve your diet? Chop out a ton of fruits and vegetables on weekends and pack them in containers so you have easy access to healthy, ready to eat options during the week. Very good idea is that you have to set your environment in the right conditions. So the best option is the most obvious option, right? These are simple ways to make the good habit the path of least resistance. Yes, when everything is in their right place, then they become the most obvious option, right? You have the vegetables already set in your refrigerator, and you have all your workout gear already set up in its proper position. You can also invert this principle and prime the environment to make bad behaviors difficult. If you find yourself watching too much television, for example, then unplug it after each use. Only plug it back in if you can say out loud the name of the show you want to watch. Wow. Only plug it back in if you can say out loud the name of the show you want to watch. It's I have heard about this idea before. Whenever you want to perform a bad habit, say it out loud. I'm going to eat junk food, which will cause my body to weaken. Say sentences like this and then eat your junk food. I'm going to scroll social media for hours and it will make my mind weak and it will make me feel bad. Then go watch or use your phone. And in this way he's saying whenever you want to watch TV, say it that you are going to watch TV and the name of the show, of course. This setup creates just enough friction to prevent mindless viewing. Whenever possible, I leave my phone in a different room until lunch. When it's right next to me, I'll check it all morning for no reason at all. But when it is in another room, I rarely think about it. And the friction is high enough that I won't go get it without a reason. As a result, I get 3 to 4 hours each morning when I can work without interruption. It is remarkable how little friction is required to prevent unwanted behavior. When I delete social media apps from my phone, it can be weeks before I download them again and log in. These tricks are unlikely to curb a true addiction, but for many of us, a little bit of friction can be the difference between sticking with a good habit or sliding into a bad one. Yeah, yes, definitely. Always leverage environment design wherever you can. Don't rely on willpower. And he's saying, yeah, if you have true addiction, man, then this might not be enough. However, for most of us, this is enough. Imagine the cumulative impact of making dozens of these changes and living in an environment designed to make the good behaviors easier and the bad behaviors harder. Very good. Chapter summary. Create an environment where doing the right thing is as easy as possible. Reduce the friction associated with good behaviors. When friction is low, habits are easy. Increase the friction associated with bad behaviors. When friction is high, habits are difficult. Prime your environment to make future actions easier. So that's the summary. The idea of this chapter is that it begins with a story of an anecdote about a book, Guns, Germs, and Steel, which I did not include. Germs, guns, and steel, which I didn't include. It's a very popular book, and I don't know what it's about. I think it is related to anthropology, the study of societies, as the book says, the fates of human societies. So I didn't read it, and the idea, if we summarize it, human beings do whatever is easy. So if you want to make your good habits predictable, if you want to make sure that you are actually going to do them, you have to make them the easiest option to choose from. For example, if it's easy to choose junk food over a healthy meal, then you are relying on willpower, which is not long term. And as we said, these are some uh, specific ideas on how we apply the idea of law of least effort. If you want to perform a good habit, try to make it as obvious and make it the path of least resistance, the option that takes the least amount of energy to make the decision. That's the idea of this lesson. And I think this is it for chapter 12. In the next video, we will talk about chapter 13, one of my favorite chapter, and I'm looking forward to it. Thank you very much.